You're listening to an audio blog from Ava Mind, a mental health app created to support your well-being every step of the way. Today's reflection is the emotional roller coaster of life transitions, normalizing your feelings. Before we dive in, a quick note. If you find these reflections helpful, please consider liking, sharing, or subscribing. Your support truly helps us grow. And if you'd like to hear Saul and Elia explore this topic in more depth, keep an eye out for the podcast version on our YouTube channel and wherever you get your podcasts. It's part of our series called This Is Not a Real Podcast. Cheeky title, Serious Conversations. Okay, let's begin. Change can stir up a lot. Whether it's a move, a breakup, a job shift, or something more subtle like outgrowing a role or relationship, life transitions have a way of shaking our emotional foundation. But here's the truth. Feeling emotionally overwhelmed during a transition is not a sign that you're weak or failing. It's a sign that you're human and that you're adapting. Let's take a closer look at why transitions feel so intense and how to move through them with compassion and calm. Change disrupts the familiar. Even when the change is welcome or exciting, your brain still registers it as a kind of threat. That's because your nervous system prefers what it knows. Familiar equals safe. So when something shifts, it's not just your environment or schedule that's adjusting. It's your sense of identity, your daily rhythm, your internal safety net. You might feel anxious about the future, sad about what's ending, relieved, and then guilty for feeling that way, or even just numb. The key thing to remember, you're allowed to feel more than one thing at once. This isn't confusion, it's emotional complexity. We often carry the belief that we should be handling it better, that we should stay positive, stay focused, stay in control. But emotional regulation isn't about suppressing what's hard. It's about staying present with it, without judgment. And that presence starts with simply naming what you feel. Take a moment now and complete this sentence silently. Right now I feel, because even if you can't find the perfect words, naming your emotion can soften its intensity. Because when you name it, you create space around it. Some transitions, like a job loss, a breakup, or a big move, can stir up old emotional patterns. We call these emotional echoes. Maybe you're not just grieving the relationship that ended, but also an earlier time in your life when you felt abandoned. Maybe starting a new job reactivates past fears about not being good enough. That's not weakness. That's your inner world asking for attention. You don't have to analyze it all. Just noticing the deeper thread can help you feel more grounded. If you're ever unsure what's underneath, you can ask Ava, why does this feel so big right now? She'll help you gently unpack what's coming up. Now let's talk about how to stay steady when things feel unsteady. Here are a few gentle practices to try. First, Name your emotions out loud or on paper, not to solve them, but to make room for them. Second, establish a micro routine, something grounding you can return to each day. Maybe it's tea in the morning, a 5-minute walk, or simply checking in with Ava for emotional support. Third, practice kind self-talk. If your inner voice sounds harsh, try this. I'm doing the best I can during a big transition. That's enough for today. Fourth, set boundaries. If your energy feels depleted, it's okay to delay a conversation, decline a plan, or turn off notifications. Rest is allowed. And finally, reach out when you need to, whether it's a therapist, a trusted friend, or Ava. Connections can help you process what you're feeling. Different transitions can bring different emotional waves. A breakup might feel like grief. Moving might bring identity shifts or loneliness. Becoming a parent might spark exhaustion, love, and loss all at once. And even joyful milestones, like graduating or retiring, can feel disorienting. Whatever you're navigating, remember, your emotional response is valid. It doesn't have to make sense to anyone else to be real. One of the most powerful tools you have is emotional validation. You don't need someone else to give it to you. You can offer it to yourself. Try saying, "Of course I feel this way. This matters. It's okay to be scared or uncertain. I don't need to rush. I can be kind to myself through this." These aren't affirmations to push pain away. They're invitations to soften around the pain. Sometimes the emotional roller coaster of transition lasts longer than expected. If you notice that you're feeling low or anxious most days for more than a couple of weeks, if you're struggling to sleep, eat, or function, or if the heaviness starts to feel unbearable, please don't wait. Support is here for you. You can talk to Ava to reflect, regulate, and reconnect with what matters. You don't have to carry it all alone. If this reflection resonated with you, remember, you can always open up to Ava. Whether you want to type, talk, or just listen, Ava is here to help you make sense of your emotions and stay grounded anytime. You'll also find calming articles, guided audio, and soon, well-being monitoring and journaling tools to support you day by day. And if you're listening on YouTube or Spotify, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who might need it. Take care and go gently.